Good evening. My name is Dr. Jennifer Davis, and I'm going to talk to you today about analysis of variance. Analysis of variance, or ANOVA, is a very powerful statistical technique used to determine whether or not true differences exist among two or more groups. Now, why don't we call it analysis of means, or why don't we just see whether or not the means are different? Well, what we're really not interested in is the means of each group, but we want to know if the variation among the means between the groups significantly differs. Now that's why ANOVA is sometimes considered a nonspecific test. However, it's still very powerful, and the best way to understand its power is to look at an example. If we look at the smiles versus leniency study, we see that researchers hypothesized that giving a false smile versus a real smile versus a neutral face versus a miserable face had no effect on the amount of leniency an individual was shown. However, the null hypothesis failed in the case of a false smile versus a real smile. So the moral of the story is you should give a real smile if you're looking for leniency. But on a more serious note, ANOVA needs to be applied very carefully. There are many post hoc tests that are used, such as a Tukey, and you need to know which one to apply in order to get a true p-value that makes sense and that is appropriate. So stats must always be used very carefully. If you have any further questions, please write them below or send me an email. Have a wonderful night.